ability. Here we go, game one. Speed off the backboard will go for the clear. Good center ball for Chaussette, but it's taken down by Cookster, the dunk, and that'll get things started on the right foot for Team Liquid.
You know, honestly, I thought it was actually a pretty good idea from Chaussette. He saw Cookster coming the entire way. Really, it was just misexecution. I think he had a good idea. He was trying to just let Cookster bounce right off the top of that ball and go right through him. Just thought Chaussette caught that ball on the nose of the car instead of kind of on top of the hood where he would have just been able to go right through Cookster. Not a bad idea. Just Cookster got a little lucky that Chaussette didn't nail the ball quite right.
I mean, maybe if he's in a Merc, that ball will go forward, but Cookster, that big old plank hitbox with the Batmobile, powered right through that challenge. Chaussette, third man back, risky play to go for that fake. And now another dunk on Chaussette. Chaussette, change to the Merc, do something. You're getting dunked on.
I mean, hey, well, let's see if this is misexecuted. Just a big, no, that's just Speed making a good read. Chaussette's trying to recover as quickly as possible coming down that sidewall because he knows people are going to be coming for him. But Speed, as his name might suggest, on it early, got out in front, smashed it into the goal. Quick 2-0 lead here for Liquid.
Both goals coming right off the hood of Chaussette. Astral double tap broken up by Cookster. Fruity with a demo. So put the counterattack on. Speed, hard shot on the respawn. Very able to make the save. Farah shut down. Pass over to Fruity. Fruity in the middle of the net. And a quick 3 goals for Liquid. This is a rough start for Oxygen.
Bad start. Unsure if Farah even saw Cookster, especially because that ball's coming from the opposite end of the pitch. And with ball cam on, probably wouldn't see Cookster approaching from the opposite side. So Cookster just choosing his right moment, caught all of Oxygen pushing up, and another open goal.
Chaussette wanted to get the bump on Speed. Speed dodging it. Fruity upfield for quite some time. Hard clear downfield. Chaussette with time. Has Astral upfield going for the pass, but Fruity was also up, recognizing Astral wanted to go for that. Team Liquid shutting down these passing lanes. Fruity wanted to skip that off Cookster. And now Cooks going for a double tap. Backward pass. Farah, it's a bit too far away from him. We'll have to leave it downfield. Going for net. Cookster off the backboard. Chaussette. Wide angle gets dunked on yet again. Chaussette has been getting harassed by Liquid trying to get the ball out of his own half. Fruity beating Astral to the ball. Farah gets bumped by Speed. Speed gets bumped right back. Backboard pass. Farah getting shut down by Cooks. Demo from Speed. It's going to put the rotation in a tough spot. Fruity taking his time. The 50 will kick out to the middle. And now Farah counterattack. Backflip from Speed. Will kick this ball to the Liquid corner.
And I'm liking the patience you're seeing out of Oxygen now, because after a disastrous start that they had to kick off game 1, 3 goals so quickly, I think it's good to see them try and slow the pace of play down, keep the ball close, go for some bumps, force people off the challenge, buy yourself some extra time. And while it hasn't resulted in any goals, I think it's good to see Oxygen starting to control pace of play here.
They'll want to start chipping away at the lead very soon, however, approaching the final 2 minutes, still scoreless. They've managed to stop the bleeding, like you've said. But got to do more than just triage. Astral center ball. This could be the start. Farah's shot will be just wide. And we've seen Astral have a couple center balls that were setting up good scoring chances, but the strike's not there.
It's a real tight window as well for Farah on that shot. And I think since that one doesn't go in, I think you're going to be hard-pressed, especially with this breakaway. And Astral able to recover so quick. Speed really trying to take his time, picking up that dribble. Make sure he got it on frame. Just cost himself a little too much time.
Liquid happy to waste time on the clock. Fruity. Well, Speed might go up for this. Now he bails out. Farah passes downfield. Chaussette beat by Cookster. Strong shot to the middle. Fruity rotated back just in time. Chaussette, a pinch pass does not work out. Fruity Cooks are rather going to clear this downfield. Chaussette to the corner. Astral on the wall. The touch. Back to Chaussette. Center attempt, and Farah had the play broken up.
You gotta like Fruity speed as well. Going for that play immediately just to keep Oxygen from getting anything started. He was very patient, waiting for his moment. Astral with a chance, and big miss. Couldn't get the double tap. And Speed is just gonna dribble this one out in front of his own goal, and that should be the end of the line here in game 1 for Oxygen. But to be honest, I think game 2 is gonna be a completely different story. Really just a depressing start for Chaussette.
You want to hope for that, but I think the result from Libertas and just other factors have certainly made you lose a bit of faith in this Oxygen team. They're so good on paper, but they have continued to struggle putting up results. And that same thing has happened here in game 1. Team Liquid, though, not having that problem, looking very good. Take the shutout win in game 1.
And when you get big dunks like that from Cookser and Speed to kick the game off, I mean, yeah, you're going to be feeling pretty good when you're sitting up 2-0 before 30 seconds is even up. So a strong start. Oxygen starting to get the ball at least under their control for a little bit from the middle of the game. A couple of okay shots on target, nothing too crazy or anything that Liquid was really under a lot of pressure for. So like you said, good way to stop the bleeding, but just a disastrous start and just didn't have it in them to find a rally back. So like you said, you want to hope for it for Oxygen, but
you do, you know, they've got all the pieces. They've got all the pieces, but it has not looked good lately. And they're going to have to start figuring things out. All the goals from Team Liquid coming in the first minute, 2 of them were direct challenges on Chaussette, trying to take more time than he had. So Oxygen going to have to go back to the drawing board, and hopefully they figure things out and make this an entertaining series, rather. Team Liquid look to be in firm control. Cookser testing Astral. Astral will pop it high. Farah down the sideline. Fruity waiting, goes right to the corner. Chaussette. Quality touch, gets it by Fruity. Now at the midfield. Cookser doesn't get it. Chaussette. Love what he did there. That was a lot of work to put the defense in a tough spot. But now Cookser, low boost. Can he get the read? No, he's denied. Running on fumes there.
Yeah, and if Cookser's touch off the wall had been on target, I think that ball goes in, because the only reason it didn't go through is because that first touch was offline. Even with no boost, Astral was only able to make it because that ball had to bounce off the wall first.
Oh, Fruity! Fruity had bumped Cookser at the midfield and just keeps going. Speed hits it down to him. Fruity had 3 boosts.
Wow.
He still does it.
How do you even... Okay, I mean, I don't even think about trying that if I'm playing the game. I'm going to try and just pass that back in the middle of the box.
That's hilarious.
Fruity's just like, nah, I can score that.
He bumps Cooks on the wall at the midfield. It just keeps going. Had that planned the whole time. I don't doubt it.
Big brain Fruity.
This ball bounces to the middle. Astral finds Chaussette, hard shot. Cookser can't get the read. Rebound out to the middle. Farah pops it. Ceiling pass, it's dropping down. Astral airborne, going for the double. Gets the double pass off the backboard, and Chaussette will finally score for Oxygen.
That goes all the way back to Farah getting all the way up to that challenge for Speed. Astral's obviously trying to score that double tap, but it's fine because it doesn't go in, because Team Liquid, they are gonna be locked on the ground there. As soon as that ball went down into the middle of the box and Astral was able to get up to it uncontested, you knew it was gonna be trouble. And they keep pushing that ball higher up on the backboard, keeping it away from the people stuck on the ground. They just had to hope for a bad shot, and it never happened.
If you freeze frame that, all 3 players from Liquid were pointing in the direction of where they thought Astral's shot was gonna go.
Yep.
None of them thought that that was going to be a pass off the backboard, so that was the right play from Astral. Chaussette getting a much-needed goal. Now we're tied up. Fair off the sidewall. Fruity up early. Will hit it to the corner. Astral gets the touch and the corner boost. Now bouncing at the midfield. Speed off the ceiling. Another touch. Going for a third. Broken up by Farah. Fruity off the ceiling. Second effort. Ground pinch towards net. It's going to roll up the backboard. Astral can't get it by Speed. Now Cookser will hit it to the corner. Good bounce, but Chaussette hit it upfield. Now working on his own. Going for the flick. It's off the crossbar out. Rebound out to Farah. Backboard pass. Astral will go back to the backboard. To no avail. And achieves that looked like more quality work from Chaussette to pry open that Team Liquid defense. Just no follow-up.
I agree. I think it's a good thing as well that they're having Chaussette take those balls on dribbles and turn them into decent scoring opportunities. Yes, no follow-up. Astro was a little bit far away, perhaps expecting a different bounce or a different sort of clear off of that ball off the crossbar. But I think it's good that Chaussette, considering that he gave up 2 goals getting just dunked on in game 1, it's good to see him keep the ball in command, turn those dribbles into decent goal-scoring opportunities, and I think he's not going to be too shook up about game 1. So I think it's great.
I feel like this is a must-win for Oxygen. Still tied up. Speed. Now Astral air dribbling. Farah up to take the shot. It goes by Cooks. And Oxygen will take the lead off this counterattack started by Astral.
Yeah, and if you're looking at Cookser's camera, it's always a little bit dicey there when you're trying to figure out exactly who's going to touch the ball. Sure, he figured out that Astral was giving up on it, but he still got to defend both sides of the goal there, and he was trying to play it close in case his teammate won the challenge. He was edging forward a little bit instead of going all the way back to the goal line, and Cookser just didn't have enough time to really figure out where that shot was going, either near post, far post, and it was over his shoulder and in.
Oxygen refusing to lay down. Under a minute left to play. Now holding the lead. Pretty ground pinch right to Astral, but it goes back to Cooks. The pop around Astral. Cooks will bail. Had to get boost. Now gets demoed. Fruity back to net. Will save it off his own backboard. Now Astral double tap off the corner will go wide. Speed. Upfield second effort. Center ball. Fruity a bit far away. Still gets to it. Astral had to dodge the bump attempt from Speed. Speed. Up the sideline. Farah turning. So did Astral. Speed going for the bump on Chaussette. He dodged it. Now gets the touch on the backboard. Final chance for Team Liquid. Fruity, the pass is broken up by Astral. That'll go downfield. Speed can't get there in time. And Oxygen, hold on.
Big rally back for Oxygen. No shortage of effort from everyone on that orange roster to get that game in their favor. Tons of offense. 11 shots for Oxygen, 4 for Team Liquid. Like you said, a lot of that heavy lifting being done by Chaussette on the dribbles. Obviously takes the bottom of the scoreboard, but at the end of the day, who cares as long as he's getting the ball over to the other side and in positions where Astral and Farah can do good things with it. So, Oxygen, excellent game. Loved all the ball control you got to see. Liquid there, I think they had a couple of good opportunities to equalize at the end. Fruity with an inspired shot early on, but it came down to a couple, do they get the demos at the end, and they just couldn't quite connect and open that door all the way for a shot to come through.
And this was a much better game from Oxygen, especially from Chaussette. You think back to game 1, there was 2 goals that came right off of a dunk play on Chaussette. Chaussette cleaning up his touches and really forcing the issue, putting the Team Liquid defense in a lot of tough situations. So he rebounded this game, and it showed. Oxygen get the win in game 2. Now we're tied up at 1 apiece in the series. And things...
Team Liquid, go for it.
Oh, I was just going to say, things getting interesting at Chiefs. I was hoping that this wouldn't be a blowout in either direction.
Well, your hopes are still alive. And if you're Team Liquid, all you're looking for here is to make sure you get on top of those dribbles from Chaussette just a little sooner, obviously. You know, if you can find a couple more dunks, that's great. But Fruity trying to do it all himself there, even though he had the pass to Speed. out in the middle of the field, maybe a little greedy.
Good pass to the corner. Fruity will hit speed. Astral got demoed going for that challenge, but respawns, gets the pop off the ceiling. Going for it again. Double tap missed. Farah dribbling it to the corner. Passes back. Chaussette will take it back to the corner where Speed is waiting. Speed, the bounce, going for a shot. It's going to be wide. Challenge to the middle. Cookser there to punish. And he gets Team Liquid the lead early.
And Astral gets a little tied up here on the goal line. He's rotating back and realizes, oh, I gotta go get that because it just went in a terrible spot. Knew instantly that he had to try and close the gap, but Cooks here waiting patiently close to the play because he knows that that ball's gonna not have a lot of power however that challenge plays out. And he's able to get there way before Astral's able to turn around.
There's another challenge off the Chaussette that went out to the middle. Chaussette not jumping into these challenges, not flipping into these challenges, and which is hurting him in some of these situations.
To say the least.
Yeah. Fruity going for the sidewall. It was a hard hit. Astral was able to kill it. Farah, second effort, couldn't do much. Chaussette, awkward ball for him. We'll get it to the corner. Astral helping out. Baiting in Cookser, but Cookser gets the dunk. Chaussette having to run around the ball. He couldn't recover in time. And Cookser, a solo play. What a shot.
Awkward indeed, and that's the perfect illustration of why it gets real tough to play defense when you get stuck on those walls after you have to press the break button, because it's just, you can't decide if you should be coming off the wall, trying to go back up it and stay with it. And you're right, Chaussette just didn't have enough time to really get set back down in a comfortable spot to handle that challenge from Cooks here. And so excellent pressure applied by the Italian. 2-0 lead again for Team Liquid here.
And that's a situation of reading the defensive touch that the player is going to make. Astral was read like a book by Cookser. He was trying to bait Cookser in, hoping to flick it around him. And we've seen him do that before, but Cookser wasn't falling for it. And we've seen him do that quite a bit already. Backward pass from Astral. Follow up from Farah. Astral doing work there.
Astral definitely doing work. Cooks here has 95 boost. Oh, okay. I was wondering why it was such an awkward play for him to make. I mean, normally he'd make I feel like he'd normally make a snap read to be able to go get that one. He had all the boost in the world, but looked to me like he took ball cam off just so he could really try and get a better sense of where that ball was going to land after it bounced off the backboard. And so he's a little bit late jumping up to go get it, and that opened the door for Oxygen to get one back.
And Speed probably in a better position to take that hit anyway.
Yeah.
Oxygen fighting to stay in this one. Cooks going for another solo play. Chaussette, center ball, no one was there. Pass downfield, Astral will hit it to the sidewall. Speed waiting. Chaussette back to the corner. Speed staying in the play. Fruity collecting boost, now coming in for the challenge, but Astral beats it by him. Cookser will hit it off to the side. Low boost for Speed, gets the challenge win. Oh, now Fruity gonna have to take the play himself. Goes for shot. Testing the Oxygen defense. Bump attempt missing on Chaussette. Cookser, corner pass. Astral down to Farah. Farah will pop it. Going for a second effort, but it was too far away from him.
That's why that first touch power is so important. Real easy to let the ball get away. Not from Astral, though. He's going to follow this one all the way from the midfield. Chaussette, clean win through one. Awkward bounce. Cooks here didn't go up the sidewall, but then again, how can you expect that? You're also trusting your teammate out of the goal to have a much better read on that play. Made the wrong one, and Astral uncontested.
Man, Speed, he was caught mid-flip on that bounce. You know, he should have been up in the air, but he was busy flipping. Bad timing. Now an opportunity to make up for it, and he does. Speed will punch this through. Team Liquid back on top.
You get it right back. Astral doesn't get the cleanest challenge, just drips right back into Speed, and Chaussette, I think, flipped the wrong way, flipped into the goal instead of out. Either way, not sure if he would have made it one way or the other. Just an unfortunate challenge from Astral that time, and Slack couldn't get picked up. Late lead for Liquid.
Cookser's challenges have been unstoppable, resulting in multiple goals. Speed to the corner, light touch. Couldn't get the bump on Astral. Fruity pinching it. Astral now downfield. Cookser will stop it down. Right to Speed. Over to the side. Fruity's waiting. Now Chaussette, hard clear upfield. Speed from his own corner will boom it right back. Farah off the ceiling. Astral up. It's a race between him and Cooks. He wins that race. Backboard will bounce to the middle. Chaussette puts it straight up. Speed first touch control to the corner. Kicking in reverse for that challenge. Chaussette down to Farah. No. Beautiful pass. The shot saved.
Ooh.
And now the clear from Speed. And that won't have legs. Team Liquid will take the win. Scary moment in the end.
Yeah, I got a little bit scared as soon as I saw Fruity pull off that ball from the backboard, but turns out he made the right read because he went back to the goal and that shot went right towards where he went. So Fruity proving why he's on the pitch and I'm not. And Team Liquid will go ahead and win game, what was that? Game 3, right?
Game 3, yep, game 3. So now it's 2-1 in favor of Team Liquid. And this one was another close game. The challenges from Team Liquid have what set him apart, and primarily the challenges from Cookser. He got that solo play, able to get it around the defense after a quality challenge against Astral. And then Oxygen battling back, keeping this one close. But you see again on the replay, Cookser's 50 leaking right back out to Speed. Cookser, he is reading this Oxygen team like a book right now, Chiefs. And now they're one game away from getting a much needed win.
Never underestimate the value of a nice, large Batmobile getting in the face of the other team, because it can be real tough to get through it if it's approached properly. And Cooks here, out of anyone, is probably the best at approaching things properly, you know, with all that training from his fighting game days and understanding approach situations. But Speed here gets stuck on the goal line, perhaps a little bit worried from the challenge. Cooks here gets demoed.
Wow.
Speed just drives too far into the net. Doesn't control the speed going in, actually.
I mean, can you blame him? That was a spectacular shot from Farah. Gets around the ball, puts it far post. Didn't even have a ton of boost, had about a third of a tank. Probably froze Speed. Speed thinking, oh, this might bounce off the backboard, might bounce off the post, but it was the perfect shot from Farah. Astral off the ceiling. Tie. Cookser going to the side. Chaussette racing to it. Gets the dunk. Forces Speed to jump early as well. Excellent pressure from Oxygen. That ball was in a threatening spot, but no one from Oxygen in a shooting position. Cookser up, challenging Astral. 50 will put it right back down. Speed clearing it downfield. Astral to his own corner. Chaussette with some space. Again, getting challenged. Cookster trying to 50 that. Speed will take a shot at it. Fruity. What'll he do here? It's blocked by Farah. Fruity could have done more with that, you think?
You know, one thing you got to give a lot of credit to Liquid for throughout this series, they've been able to keep Astral fairly quiet and unable to be uncontested in a lot of his approaches, and making sure that they keep the ball away from him as much as possible. And it's something that I think we haven't really mentioned too much so far, is Cooks here almost able to turn in a real nice air dribble. But keeping Astral out of control, I think, is always a good thing. But how does this go in? I thought Speed was going to pull that out all the way.
Chaussette getting underneath the ball, pushing it past Speed.
Oh,
that's close, but no cigar.
Well, props to Chaussette. like you said, pushing that all the way to the back post. That's the only way that one goes in. If it's any closer, I think Speed pulls that out.
Double tap pass. Cooks cheated up a bit too far. Chaussette backboard pass, squeezes it across the net. Oxygen looking to be in firm control. The trajectory of this series is pointing towards game 5. Liquid held to just one shot. Have another one here. That shot, far post blocked from Chaussette.
Again. Good ideas, I think, trying to take that ball solo and allow his teammates to come up behind him there, just not quite having the execution.
Pinch off the ceiling, Chaussette stretching for it. Fruity trying to pinch that back to the middle. Cooks turning Farah way faster than Cooks on that play. Now going for the bump. Force Speed to jump, and it'll skip off the post and in. Now a 3-goal lead for Oxygen.
Well, you can try and keep Astral out of the play as much as you want, but, I mean, like you said, if you make the goalies move, good things happen. Astral really doesn't even have to do too much. It's a free ball for him. Put it on target, see if Speed can recover. Oh, so close, but not enough, and a 3-goal lead is massive with 2 minutes left. Make it 4, maybe? Astral actually didn't go for that.
Probably thought Cooks was going to make the read. Now another shot from Farah. Let's make it 4. Oxygen want to carry all the momentum they can into game 5.
Chaussette got a piece of it. Astral chased it up the wall. And Cooks here just trying to figure out exactly where that shot is going to be coming from. Close, but not enough. Farah sneaks it by, and I think, yes, we're headed to game 5. This is going to be a leisure stroll for Oxygen all the way into the next 5 minutes.
And Astral, even when he was on Dignitas, I think was a bit underrated in terms of how good his passing was. And we've seen him set up multiple scoring opportunities for his teammates. That one, the latest, and Farah didn't disappoint. Astral will pop it up. Flip reset, fakes it, goes around the defense. This one rolls up the post and in. Astral with a highlight play.
Well, I said they did a great job of keeping him out of it, but ooh, that's what happens when he's got a little room to dance. Gets Cooks here to go right by him. Oh, that was pretty.
Yeah, he waltzed around the defense. Those are the type of plays you expect from Astral and Oxygen. Playing like you would think they would if everything goes right. And it has so far in game 4. Speed has Fruity upfield, but will send it right into the defense. It is a double commit. Chaussette, however, will beat Cookser with a lot to spare. Now gets the demo. Astral in the corner. Rebound out to Farah. Speed will get the block. See if Team Liquid can get one here. Double tap. Missed. Cookser with the read. It bounces off the backboard, but Farah will get the clear. Astral. Finesse. The double tap. Oh, Astral. They're already down, but he gives him one more kick.
I mean, you know, if you got a chance to score a double tap that's going to look that pretty, you got to do it, you know? Used everything in the tank as well. Really squared that ball up as it came over his shoulder. And just phenomenal control to get all the way back around that ball. On top of it, drill it into the top of the net. Beautiful shot. And I'm looking forward to see if this is the Oxygen that comes back for game 5. Or if Team Liquid able to figure something out.
Cooks with the block. Really, game 4, all Oxygen achieves. I think that question will be on the top of everyone's mind. You feel like if Oxygen plays like this, how could they lose? Now 7-0. They finish this one off in game 4 over Team Liquid.
Oh, well, you said Astral's passing. I mean, look at that control. Off the backboard, get a little flip reset, tip it around a defender. Hotly contested in the middle of the box, still escort that ball in for Farah. What a game for Oxygen Esports. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Astral and Farah both doing so much work. Farah with a playmaker and a hat trick. Astral with the hat trick, 2 assists. Achieves. This was pretty one-sided to say the least.
Be careful though, you know, you don't really know exactly when the heart went out of Team Liquid there. Easy to see how it gets away from them, but I mean, a couple of honestly really simple opening goals. I mean, it wasn't anything special. It was Astral gets a good pass, nice little hard cut, and then the other couple of goals that went in early, it was really just make Speed jump on the goal line and make sure the ball's on target. And if it's in, great. So Team Liquid, I mean, that just to me means that they got to stop letting Speed get in these one-on-one, two-on-one situations. They got to start making some contact on those challenges out of the midfield. Because we were talking about it, Chaussette having a little bit of a struggle early on in the series with getting through challenges. That started to come online. Astral towards the latter half of that game started to come online with beating defenders. So if Oxygen continues to wiggle through that midfield line to just beat defenders cleanly, Liquid might be in trouble here in Game 5.
Speed, low boost. Light touch. Farah gets demoed by Fruity. That's going to do wonders to relieve some of the pressure, but Astral will keep it going. Astral, so deadly. That game, the prime example of what he can do.
Ooh.
Farah hard off the ceiling. Cooks can't make the read. Backboard bounce. Can Farah get the shot? Yes, he can. And Oxygen taking the early lead achieves.
Did he get bumped? He did. He got clipped right there, backflipped off. Cooks here just missed the ball, and Farah gets a free touch. I think Cooks here was playing the block on Farah's initial jump, and when Farah just backflipped off that ball, Cooks here was going too hard at his initial approach. Couldn't change it up.
Oxygen holding all the cards now. 7-0. They won Game 4. They continue that scoring streak here, unanswered. Bounce to the corner. Cooks has speed up field. Astral will have to stop it. He does. Cookser infield to Fruity. Fruity misses his shot, but it's out to Speed. Speed, first touch, pops. Fakes it around 1. Where's the defense?
Whoa.
Nowhere to be found except Astral comes out of nowhere for the save. Astral got back just in time.
And that stops your heart a little bit as well if you're an Oxygen fan. I mean, Speed had pretty much a clean look at the net. I think even he was surprised at how much time he had after he faked that air dribble. And a chance for him now, and nice takeaway from Chaussette. Speed was eyeing that one all the way. Cooks here on target, denied by Astral.
Barrow will hit this off the ceiling. Good setup for Fruity. He's going to go airborne. Touching it. Past Astral to the left. Cookser, bounce pass off the backboard. Chaussette dribbling against Speed, 1v1. What's he going to do? He lets it go. It bounces off Speed, and that's enough. The rebound goal for Farah.
See, Speed gets in that 1v1. Honestly, he really doesn't do too bad. He plays defense pretty well, just doesn't get as strong a hit on the ball there. Didn't even really give Chaussette that much room. It was just a matter of, do you get the ball to safety, or does it go right back into the danger zone? Well, that one went right back into the hood of Oxygen, and now it's a 2-0 lead.
Speed. Gonna take his time, fakes it around 1, flicks it over to Cooks. Going for the demo now. Astral will have to defend. Astral comes off his own goal to make that save. You feel like Cooks pulled the trigger a little early on that.
Yeah, that shot. Yeah, you really got to see where Speed is able to push Astral in the goal before you fire that one off there. Astral definitely knew all the way that he was going off the backboard as soon as he saw Speed coming for him. Didn't even think about it. And if Cookser sees that, then it's just a simple shot anywhere along the ground is probably going to score.
And now Chaussette will bury it on. Achieves. How did he get past the Liquid defense by himself right here?
Oh, Cookser.
Oh,
that's just a bad approach from Cookser. He's a light year and a half away from that ball, and Chaussette's right behind it, and Cookser just shoves up real hard. You got to wonder if there's a weird miscommunication there between Cookser and whoever was waiting in the midfield line.
Oh, Speed, that was wide open. That was wide open. He had all the boost to work with. You can tell that Team Liquid a bit tilted, but Cookser trying to stabilize. He gets one back.
Yeah, I think that's a big shot there from Cooks here because Speed's definitely frustrated he missed that goal. But the fact that Cooks here got it back maybe 10 seconds later, I think is a real big help to Team Liquid. Definitely going to be frustrated after giving a third goal off a bad double commit in the midfield. To get it right back into the situation they were in, I think is a good breath of fresh air, but still a lot of work to be done. Liquid needing to gain command of the ball here and see what they can do.
And I like the patience that Speed has had on the defensive end, making people at the midfield miss, getting his team some space to work with. But this has, even another one almost going in there for Oxygen. But this has not been the cleanest game from Team Liquid.
Oh, there's a chance. They got the
demo.
demo. They didn't commit. Speed didn't feel like it was gonna really come to bear any fruit. There's a bump. Fruity, not on target, and a little bit of space, and there's that patience from Speed, but unfortunately, the command not there. Shawset just cuts it out, and that will give Oxygen valuable time to get set on defense here.
Speed will turn quickly, going airborne. Back to the ground, the shot, backward bounce, denied by Astral. Over to the corner, Fruity has Cookser in support. Cooks up early, the block, but Astral. Quality chance, and now on the other end, Farah, that's got to seal it. Oxygen score on the counterattack.
Oh, no wonder Speed didn't jump. He had no boost. I was about to say, how can you cut out to the midfield there and then let that ball go over your shoulder because you know Oxygen are going for it? Well, it's because he's got 5 boost in the tank and the midfield 100 canister wasn't up. He couldn't go up for that ball. And that's a dagger in the heart for Team Liquid.
Shaw set up to break up the play. Speed gonna go for a solo play. Shawset will pop it up. Under 45 seconds left. Time ticking away. Down by 3. Team Liquid. They had the lead in the series, but Oxygen came alive. Ball kicking out to the side. It's gotta happen soon, if it's at all possible. And with that, Oxygen, these final few seconds, just a formality. Astral, the last game, they beat them 7-0, and they put up 4 this time. Oxygen starting to live up to the hype.
Big turnaround from Oxygen from what looked like a real sour start. Shawset getting dunked a couple of times, a 3-0 win for Team Liquid in Game 1. Battle back. 2-1 in Game 2, another 1-goal game in Game 3, back in Team Liquid's favor. And then bam, 7-0, 4-1. Huge wins from Oxygen in Games 4 and 5, and Team Liquid are just going to be disgusted with that. And like we said at the start of the series, that puts a lot of pressure on Team Liquid, and it's going to take some real mental toughness to be able to battle back because they were both 1-1. Now Team Liquid's at 1-2, and they've been in this situation before and been knocked out before they felt like they should have been, and now they find themselves in that situation again.
It's getting dire now on their last life. Team Liquid, you could tell, achieves the wheels started to fall off the wagon there near the end, but Oxygen, the opposite. They started to come into their own, especially Astral playing very well. Farah hitting those pinpoint accurate shots. We saw Shawset doing what he does, getting out there, being a spearhead on the dribble plays, making defenders miss, setting up his teammates. Sometimes he'll score them himself, but didn't really need that much help, or didn't really need to do that much himself, rather. Farah scoring a hat trick in this game. So Oxygen will get the win over Team Liquid. They're not through just yet, but they are 1 series away. Team Liquid have 1 life left. We've got more RLCS X coming at you very soon. Stay with us through the break.